Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, a northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a mere 45 minutes away from the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport for those of you who want to fly in and look at something in person. Glad to have you come. Today we're going to talk about, which I didn't realize was such a rare automobile, 1947 Lincoln Convertible Coupe, as they call it. It was a model 76H. And would you believe they only made 384 of these cars? I mean, Lincoln was the high end for Ford, and by golly, they really specialized in this stuff. And of course, it has the motor that gets everybody wound up. You're going to want to watch this video from start to finish because we're going to do a cold start. We're going to do a walk around. We're going to give you all the information, and you can click on the link in our description. It'll take you right to our website where you'll have all that information right at your fingertips, and our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you'll find all the information on this car and our over 100 additional cars we have. Well, today, this 1947 Lincoln, after the war, they still didn't have much time in their development stages. They kind of were making military stuff for World War II, so a lot of the vestiges from the 42, 41s or whatever weren't carried forward, all with little subtle changes, of course. The big thing that this has is a 305 cubic inch V12 engine. I mean, it runs just smooth. That's the one thing about these things. They were really a smooth running motor, 130 horsepower, which in this day, 1947, that was a lot. But yes, it was just kind of a very elegant looking car. Beautiful, like I say, it always lets you know that it's a Lincoln with their words on the front and their crest right there. And the hood ornament, that just is a cool one to me. I don't know, I just think that's really something special. Lots of chrome work. I mean, it was kind of a special car, needless to say, with the bumper guardettes on here, of course. And then you go to this side. I mean, they make sure to tell Lincoln right there. It says Lincoln there, says it in the front. And of course, you got the wide white walls, which was kind of the style at that time for the high-end cars, plus the full hubcap that says Lincoln right in the middle as well. But yes, these were really specialty cars. They were expensive. These were the expensive high-end cars for Ford and Lincoln, and this is no exception. Beautiful car all the way around. The black paint, very, very nice. A lot of story goes behind this car. The fellow we got it from had the good fortune to take care of it for over 40 years. So he supposedly had brought it out of California, took really good care of it. It's had one repaint in its original color black, of course, but look at that beautiful walnut tan interior in this car, just gorgeous. Lots of chrome. I mean, the big gauges with the clock here, the radio in the center. It just really has an elegant look to it. 3-speed on the column. Back in that day, that's what you were getting with overdrive, which made the car much more quote-unquote functional as far as gas economy and whatnot. Beautiful boot on this car, power top. It is a tan top as well. Goes up with a mirror switch. Zip, goes right up. Kind of a nice thing to have. But most of the time, if you own a convertible, you have the boot on, and that's what you do. You're driving around because you have a convertible. That's what you want. Again, we have a nice size trunk on this car. Whereas, like I said, at 1947, they made the Lincoln convertible and the Lincoln Continental convertible. They made over double those Continentals. This is much more elegant, if you ask me. It's kind of swoopy this way. Lots of room in that trunk. Get a couple sets of golf clubs if you want. Has the center brake light here. That's kind of a thing that was available in 1947. And again, you got the L in the bumper. They just made everyone know what you have. I mean, it was, very identifiable. That's the one thing about these old cars. We can identify these things. You can get real close to the ears on almost any of these old cars. New cars today, I don't have a clue what they are, but this one I actually can. Nice, easy location for the gas cap right there. Nice and easy in that sense. But, they just made everything, it just flowed with the car. It just looks cool. The trim that runs down the side just, I don't know. It's just one of those really neat things. But yeah, the inside of this car, really, really well done. There's one other little feature I haven't mentioned yet. It has power hydraulic windows. Back in that day, that's how they had them hooked up. So you got a hydraulic top. Hey, why not do the windows as well? So they go up, then they go down. Kind of reminds me of Star Trek doors, but that's another story to say the least. And of course, has the outside spotlight, which people use for looking at street signs and house numbers or whatever. That's what those were used for. And this one actually did come with the back cigar lighters and ashtrays in the back for the people in the back seat, as well as in the front seat as well. AM radio, hey, that was kind of another upgraded thing. Everything was a special option. You had to optionize everything in 1947. If you wanted the whitewall tires, you had to do it. You wanted the outside spot, you had to do it. If you wanted all the other stuff. But, you know, the Lincoln was kind of the top end. They came with a lot of the good stuff no matter what. Now you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well, and even TikTok. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much. You have access to the information on this car, our current inventory, and as an added bonus, you'll be able to look at some of the cars we sold over the last several years as well. Kind of a fun thing to do if you got that time to peruse the internet and look at our stuff. Kind of a neat deal. But yes, if you have something of this sort, this is a full classic no matter what. That's what this is. This is really, you know, one of those specialty cars. In the day, it was an expensive car. I don't remember what the exact price was, but I know it was a lot more than your standard old Ford or your old standard Chevy, needless to say. But a V12 was just something that was really special, and there was only one more year when that came out, so yes, you're getting near the end of that really remarkable engine, if you will, just because it has such a good look. That's why you want to watch this video from start to finish and look at all the pictures and whatnot. We'll have underside details and things of that sort as well. I would highly recommend if you buy a Lincoln, join the Lincoln Club or the Ford Club. You know, it's always a place where you meet people who have the same passion as you. And these days, people were extremely loyal to their brand. I mean, if you were a Lincoln guy, you were a Lincoln guy. You're a Ford guy, Chevy guy, Hudson guy, Studebaker. People really had that. And I kind of remember my dad. He was an Oldsmobile man, and he was an Olds man through and through. He always liked all their cars. Kind of a little history fact, if you will. But yes, you can go to our website, and our website is www.ellingsonmotorcars. And on our website, when you get to the homepage, there's a toolbar across the top, which is very helpful. You can see current inventory. You can see some of our new arrivals, see some specials we have. You also have access to financing. We have a thing that says financing. Click on the link. It'll help you fill out a credit app, or give us a call, 763-428-7337. We're very well versed in getting credit arrangements done for buying these kind of cars, because you tell the truth, modern banks and whatever, they have no idea what a 1947 Lincoln, convertible coupe is, whereas we kind of do. It's one of those things. Now, if you're also buy a car from us, we can help get this car. If you live in Florida, California, Texas, you name it, we can get it shipped to you. We have people that we send our stuff out by enclosed transport. This is one of those kind of cars. Don't probably send open, not highly recommended, but we can help get that arranged. If you buy a car from us, we're happy to do that. The other thing we can do is you say, I really like watching your videos. It's great. It gives me a good feel for the car, whatever, but I want to come and look in person. Well, we're happy to have you come to Ellingson's. We are open to the public Monday through Friday from 10 until 5. Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. Give us a call. Let us know you're coming. We just want to make sure that we know if you're coming, that the car you're looking at is here. But, it's like me, you want to make sure to touch it. It's real. We're always happy to do a FaceTime with you if that's something that's going to help as well. One of those real things you have to be careful with in this day and age, because there's so many scams out there. If you give us a call, we're happy to talk to you about it. We know the car is. They're here on our sales floor. So no fooling around. I had a guy one time, he came in, wanted one of my cars, and he just went over to it and went, okay, done. Because he said, I just want to make sure that you guys are real. Well, we sell many, many of these old cars all over the world. So don't let that stop you. If you want this car shipped overseas, we can also assist with that as well. Well, thank you again for watching our video. 1947, after the war, still has a great look to it. Lincoln was one of those specialty high-end cars, and I'll tell you what, there is no exception here. So give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we'll do our best to answer any and all questions you may have about this car or any of our cars in inventory. Well, thank you again for watching our video, and we'll see you next time at EllingsonMotorcars.com.